Call me crazy, guys, but Tesla stock chart does not look good right now, and I feel like there could be more downside. Let's just dive into it. It's currently about 2 p.m. on the East Coast. Tesla's down over 4% on the day, and don't even get me started on the overall markets. My goodness, guys, the Russell's down 3%, the Nasdaq's down over 2%, and we have the S&P and the Dow each down about 2% as the VIX is up over 15%. Unbelievable. So look at this. Tesla on this 10-day chart, we can see clear as day. And by the way, I called this out yesterday on TikTok and on YouTube Shorts, right? You probably saw that little 15-second video I made, maybe not. But we talked about this head and shoulders on Tesla, and well, it looks like it's fully starting to play out. We have the left shoulder right here, the head, and the right shoulder that today is gaining steam because it's dumping pretty aggressively. Again, Tesla's now down almost 4.5%. So this right shoulder is gaining steam, and it's approaching a very big level of support, which is right around, let's see here, excuse me, guys, right around $198, which that was the low from, it looks like the past 2 trading days. If that breaks, guys, if Tesla falls under $198, this is where that right shoulder could get, it could really start to play out in terms of, okay, maybe we break 198, we could start going down to, the mid-high 180s. That'd be the next support here, right around 187, which was the low from the 13th of February and also the 14th. That's where this could be going. It's literally one straw, or it's holding on by a thread. You guys know what I mean. It's pretty much one break away from dumping another, let's say, 4 or 5%. And that could happen in a day or two, right? Considering how volatile Tesla is and the way that it swings, 4 or 5% is nothing. And again, this could happen literally maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, later this week. Who knows? So the head and shoulders is clearly playing out here on Tesla. And if I pull the 4-hour chart up, guys, you can see how toppy this is looking. I mean, it's looking pretty toppy. We also have not a descending triangle. I'm mixing up my terms here, guys. A bearish divergence, which you can see that right here. If I zoom in a little bit, you'll see RSI has been weakening since the end of January, early February, as the stock just continued to go up and away, right? So now we're noticing we're putting in a lower high. Again, we have that head and shoulders. We're pretty much one break away, honestly, 2 breaks away from this thing completely collapsing and that, the bears gaining momentum. If we start to fall under 198 and especially 190, 188, 190 here on Tesla, excuse me, guys, this could start to fall down. I'm not saying all the way down to the 180 SMA on the 4-hour. I mean, it could at about 155, 160. I mean, it could get there, but I don't want to say that's unrealistic. But in the short term, I mean, I'm not looking for it to go all the way to 155, 160. More so, I'm looking at $180. You guys can see that. That was resistance from the end of January, early February, right? That'd be the next support, one of the next supports. If that were to break, let's say 180, maybe at that point we start to go to 165. But baby steps, guys, baby steps. Let's see how the chart ends up playing out. Let's see how overall these next couple of days, the next couple of days go. And what we do, what Tesla does at 198, 190. These are going to be very big points. And again, that right shoulder, it's starting to form, it's starting to play out, and it has a long ways to go. So I have my alert set at 198. I'll put another one here. Let me do this right now at $188. Mark is at or below. If we break under that, we start to go to 180. If that breaks, man, this could really start to get ugly. So it's clear as day to me. We have a head and shoulders, bearish divergence. I don't know. Do you guys see that? Call me crazy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And don't even get me started on the overall markets today. This thing, it's not looking good. The markets are not looking good today. We have the Russell. Let's pull it up here and run through these indexes. The Russell's down 2.9% right now. And notice if I extend this to the right, let me do that very quickly. We are now falling under a very critical support on the Russell 2000 index, which is right around 1,900 points. You guys see that was the high from the middle of September. Let me actually make my face a little bit smaller. There we go. We can see that's the high from the middle of September. If I zoom in a bit, you'll be able to see it right here. We also, failed at 1,900 back in the middle of November, heading into the middle of December. And then, of course, we broke out of it in the beginning of this month, February. We broke out of 19, went all the way to 2,000. on the index here. Now we're starting to fall under 1900. We're at 1890 right now, and there could be more downside. I mean, this thing could be coming down here to the 180 SMA, whether it be 1830, 1850. There could be some more work on the downside here on the Russell. And I do suspect if we do come down a little bit more into the low mid 1800s, we're probably going to get a little relief rally at that point, but we're not getting any signs of that yet. It still looks like, at least to me, a falling knife. And we have the NASDAQ. Let's pull up triple Q and see if this is breaking any key levels quite yet. Not quite yet. I mean, well, we did break under 298, which we talked about in my previous YouTube video, but we're still above the 180 SMA on the 4-hour. We're still above 290, so the bulls arguably are still in charge here on triple Q, but that's going to start to change. The narrative, the technical narrative will start to change if it's able to break under, if bulls or bears rather could get it under 290, especially under 285. So let's see what happens at that point here moving forward. SPY, let's pull that up. SPY is also, it's the bears are starting to get an edge on SPY. It looks like the bears are more let's say more in control on SPY than triple Q, because again, triple Q is still above that 180 SMA, and that's on the 4-hour, but SPY is not. Clearly, it's not. It's fallen under 404. Now we're under 400 as I'm making this video, which is not good. And we're pretty much on, one break away from complete collapse, which is right here at about 398, which was the low from the end of January. If 398 breaks, 392 is next, followed by $388. And can you see a potential head and shoulders forming? Excuse me, guys. Here on SPY, I mean, I definitely see it. You guys see that? The left shoulder, the head's right here, boom. We have the right shoulder as well. I see that clear as day. And maybe we have that on triple Q as well, but not, not as clear maybe as SPY. But either way, it's a possibility that this is a head and shoulders that's starting to play out. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe, follow along, because we're going to do updates on SPY, triple Q, of course, Tesla stock as well, to see how things end up playing out. But that's how I'm seeing it right now. And we have the VIX up a ton. The VIX is up about 16%. Metals are all over the place. Markets are starting to get rocky again, guys. And if we pull up oil, I wonder if oil's shooting up today. No, oil's in the mid-70s a barrel right now, and I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but gas prices have started to come down a lot again. I think here in Jersey, we peaked out at, I'm not talking about the peak from about, whenever that was, a year ago, I forget. But recently, gas prices creeped up a little bit again here to the mid-3s, I think 340, 350, but now they're starting to get almost under $3. Now, last I checked, it was at $3.05 for regular. It's almost under $3, and if I had to guess, I feel like it's going to go under $3 a gallon. So, yeah, markets are rocky right now, guys. Tesla's not looking good. Bearish divergence there. Head and shoulders forming on Tesla, which is playing out. Same on SPY and triple Q. It could be forming. So be careful. Be careful. This is what I was telling you guys when I mentioned how markets, they could be getting ready for, another dump. Bear market rally. This could be a bear market rally, in other words, and you guys got to be mindful of that. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. Let's keep it short, sweet, and simple for this video. If you enjoyed it, of course, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. And don't forget to get your free money up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000. All you guys got to do is go to the link in my bio, check it out, or just go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, you're going to get your free money. You could also check out the Webull link, get more free money there, and the Patreon link. If you want to keep up with the Patreon portfolio, you want to see my daily charts, you want to be a part of the Discord community, check that out on Patreon down below in the description, or go to the link in my bio, depending on where you're watching this. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later.